Hello guys, just a short update and opportunity for me to test my new equipment as well. I am just sitting here playing the introductory scenario to this game here. Can we see that? Maybe not. Maybe not. To No Question of Surrender. The battle for Bir Hachaim during the Second World War, and it is a game from Multiman Publishing. Sorry, like this. It's a game from Multiman Publishing, and it's in the Grand Tactical series of games that they have. And as I said, I'm just playing the introductory scenario, which is a 2-turn scenario, so that's super short, and just to learn the game. And I am actually quite excited about this game because it uses a cheat pool mechanism, which I haven't used before. Oh, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to talk too much about the game in detail. I may come back to that later. But it uses a cheat pool mechanism, and it has formations. So we are commanding companies moving around here. Companies belongs to a battalion or a regiment, and that battalion/regiment belongs to a division. And basically this game is about Italians and Germans, but only Italians now in the introductory scenario, that are storming this fortress in the desert, this Bir Hachaim fortress, occupied by Free French forces. This is the fortress, it's of Bir Hachaim, and this is inside the fortress, so this scenario just uses these units here. Italians have lost a few tanks storming across the desert and have entered the castle or entered the fortress right here. And if they are there and unsuppressed at the end of the scenario, then they actually win. And that's pretty difficult to achieve in this game, in this scenario, because it is a slaughter of Italians, and the rule says that it basically says that you have to be lucky as Italian in order to win. And we're on the last turn, and the cheat that came out is this cheat here. Yeah, the cheat that came out is this French division activation cheat. So all units in the French division can activate, and there is only one French division on the game, so every French can activate, but they don't have enough points to activate all the units, so they are going to fire now, and in this stack I will fire this anti-tank gun here right into this stack. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have the French fire here. They have to pay a point for that. The fire rating is 4, and the defense rating is -1, and that's all. There's a special rule because it's in the French fortress that the French are a little bit stronger. So that means that they have a +1 there. So they have to roll a d10 and get less than 3. They get a 1. Oh man, that's lucky, they get a 1. So I have to look at the table and see what this kind, and this is what makes the games so super interesting. I fired now with, there are different kinds of arms here, and it depends on if the target is unarmored or armored, and I rolled a 1, which is a good and a bad roll. In many ways, the firing unit had a white color underneath his number, so they have dual purpose arms, and they fired against an armored target. At the roll of 1, you have to just go here and see that that is a suppression, which is excellent. Excellent. It's excellent because if the Italians are suppressed, that unit does not count for victory in this particular scenario. But I fired at the strongest unit, so they will try to convert this into a cohesion hit, and they will do that by paying a point. They have plenty of points, and that is actually resulting, because they have 2 cohesion hits already, that is going to result in a step loss. So 3 cohesion hits equals a step loss. So they have to flip their tank They're not suppressed, but they still have the 2 cohesion hits from before. Now the French can only activate 2 more units because of their points. I will just keep them there. So they, underneath here, the French have an infantry, and they can fire adjacent. Range 1 only. So this is within range. They will fire. They have a purple. Oops, see. They have a. You may see this. They have a purple number. That gives a different type of attack. But their attack is 5. It's 6 because they're in this fortress. And the only thing, again, the same thing. I have to modify now. In this particular situation is -1. So they have to roll a 5 or less. And they do roll a 5, so that's a hit, and a 5 with purple. I forgot to say which one they attack. It doesn't matter because they are identical. These 2 units that's left. And a purple with a 5 is a cohesion hit, because they only have 1 step loss, and 1 cohesion hit now will put them at 3 cohesion hits, which is a step loss, so I'm going to remove 1 of them. That's a pretty powerful attack. That was interesting. The leader is also there. He doesn't do anything, the leader, now at this stage. So they're dead. Okay, so the French can do 1 more action. Only 1 more action. 1, 2, 3. Ah, they actually have a machine gun team up here, and they can fire at the range of 3. And units do not block line of sight here in this game. So 1, 2, 3. So that's fine. They can do that. They will do that. But now there's a range modifier. And their firing power is 6, purple 6. But they have to deduct the defense rating, which is -1. Defense rating is -1. And also the range here, which is at the maximum range of the machine gun. So that's another -2. Because it's an armor target. It's kind of complicated. Doesn't matter. -3. 6 minus 3. 3. So they have to roll and get a 3, and if they don't do that, the Italians will win. They do it. They get a 1, actually. Can you believe it? They got a 1. Purple 1. This is really down to the last die roll. A purple 1 is a possible suppression. Only a possible suppression. So that means that there has to be some checks now. So that means the Italian has to roll a die against the troop quality to see if they are suppressed, but they can't pay 1 command point to automatically pass the test, and they will do that. They will pass the command, they will pay the command point, remain unsuppressed with the 2 cohesion hit, and that's the last thing that happens in the game. The Italians are victorious. That was kind of exciting. And a little tease or taste of the Grand Tactical system, a system which I haven't been so excited about a wargame system for a long time. And after playing ASL, this is really not a complex game in terms of rules. There are something to remember though, some things to remember, which is always the case with games, I guess. Remember all the rules and quirks. So I have made a rule, sort of a write-up of the rules in a more shorthand format. It's well, doesn't matter. I've done it myself, and I will use that when I play. Maybe we'll see this game soon. I think I will set up a bigger scenario and just play it on camp. So this was not only a teaser, but also a test on how the equipment that I'm using now works. Right, I hope to see you again soon when I set up my next game, and that may very well be No Question of Surrender from Multiman Publishing. Bye bye and see you soon.